Hello everyone, it's Simmuz here, and welcome to a new speed build. And this is amazing. This is amazing. And I got this idea from one of my friends. I asked to some of my friends what should I build in the Sims 4 next, and he came up with the idea of a castle. And I was like, yeah, that I can do. I can try and do. And I actually started this castle thinking like medieval, and then it turned into like 1900, like um yeah, like an 18th century, more or less. And then I don't know what happened, and it's so modern now. And the more I work on it, and the more it gets modern and modern. But I think I really like it actually, and it's just so amazing. And the more I work on it, and the more I like it, so I'm very, very happy with it. So this is the base layout for now of the first floor. The castle is composed by 3 floors, if I'm not mistaken. A couple of terraces on the third floor, because the third floor is not completed, as in completely built, but it's completed as in, it's built completely. And we have also basement. So this that you are seeing me working on is the entrance. And yeah, in this first episode, it's just gonna be like the layout outside. That's why they're not going to be like screenshots or anything. It's just the layout of the castle, and so that you guys may have an idea on how it's gonna look like. And it's spoiler alert, it's not gonna change that much from what you're seeing right now. And I actually love it. I actually love this build, and I know I wanted to make more shorter builds, so that we can, have a more build than just a long series like the one that you're seeing. But I know this idea was just so good that I could not leave it there. So this is the castle that we're working on. And hopefully you guys are gonna like it as much as I am enjoying it, because I love it. And the more I work on it, and the more I love it, and it's just amazing. So as you can see, this is the third floor, if I'm not mistaken, and then I have the in the front, two towers. So the towers are a little bit taller than the rest of the build. But yeah, this is the build more or less. And you're gonna see a lot of cuts, because I did not record every single moment, because there is a lot of finicky stuff, a lot of moments when I tried and retried stuff, and built it and rebuilt it and changed it around. And I didn't want to have a lot of footage of me changing stuff and ideas around all the time. So I decided that this may have been a little better as an idea, having just the thing that you want to see in the build. So this is, yeah, more or less the actual finished build. I checked that I could not make more the tower a bit higher, but I could not. So this is what we work with. But this is the roofing, and now I'm going in with these half walls and creating this nice detailing on the roof that it's very typical for castles. And if you think of a castle, like any fairy tale castle that you think of, has this kind of detailing on the roofs. So that's what I was going for. And it's not actually just something that we created in our imagery. If you watch a castle, like I search on Google many pics for castles, and a lot of castles are actually all these details on the roofs. So that's why I wanted to add that in. As in the color scheme, this color scheme is going to change. In this video, you're going to see me go through with a very dark and heavy stone, but then I settle for a very light castle, and it gives such a nice fairy tale look, which I get for the castles. It's the perfect look, I guess. So the color scheme that you're seeing right now is not gonna be the final one. So don't worry if you don't like it. I think that the final one, it's actually very, very pretty, so I'm very happy with that. But also, why I'm talking about this, if you don't know it yet, if you don't check my description as often as I think you might do, You may have not seen that I have a blog now. And if you want to check it out, the link, of course, is in the description. But the main thing that I wanted to say, as you can see, right now, all the stone changes. Sorry, I just interrupted myself to show the changing in color scheme. But as I was saying, if you want to check the blog out, I post as much as I can and say a lot of useful stuff if you want to, keep it up with this channel. So, But yeah, talking still about the castle, as you can see, this is the final look that we're having. And I was struggling a lot with this roof around here, and because it wouldn't let me place the detail on there. But then I resolved with a little thing that I think it's so good. And this passage that it's going actually to change a little bit. And it's going to be a little bit, smaller. The thing of this passage, my idea was to have a secret passage, because in castles you always have secret passages that you don't know. As you can see, this small 1 square passage goes through there, and I don't know, I think it's just so good as an idea to have that there, because it actually just gives a nice look, Castles with secret passages, it's not that unheard of, and I wanted to implement that. So that's a secret passage, just so you know. And also, I want to say already, this build, I don't know if it's gonna be already on the gallery, but if you want to download it, there is going to be some custom content, so you'll have to check out my custom content list, and I don't know if I made that already, so I'm very sorry for that. But the main things I used are a lot of the vintage glamour stuff, and just in general all the things from all the stuff back that I own. I tried to implement all of those because I need a lot of stuff. So I'm sorry if you don't have many, but I'm going to tell you already this. There are going to be a lot of spill bits coming to the channel, more short, like, I don't know, maybe starter houses or stuff like that. And there are going to be also base game only, because I want you guys to enjoy my builds, as well as if you don't own all the packs that I own, and I want you to be able to download it and play with them and mess around with those. So that's the main reason I want to, start then doing more base game stuff, which I would love to. So expect a lot more of that as well. But yeah, this castle is just a big mess. I mean, mainly is just for looks, and it looks amazing. Let me tell you that. I know for now it's just the base and exterior part, but when we are going in the next episodes into more detail and in the rooms, accessorizing stuff and creating stuff, it's gonna look amazing. And I'm in love with this build. I love it. And if I remember, I'm going to put my a custom content list on my blog. So if I'm able to, if I have the time, if I have the strength to go through all my custom content and search it on the internet and search for the link, and use the link and put the link or something like that, or maybe create I don't know, some documents with all my custom content. I don't know what I'm going to do, but look forward to it. Something I'm going to pull it out of my ass, as you can say. But anyway, I'm not even talking about the castle anymore, but you can see how beautiful it's looking. And I mean, guys, all the details that I'm putting into it, all the efforts that I'm putting into it, I think it's going to look very, very good. And here I realized it wasn't not centered, and I wanted to kill myself. Not the castle. The castle is centered in the lot, but the gates, they are not centered. So I had to make some adjustments, as you can see right now. I wanted a different gate in the middle, maybe a bigger one. But I know that the biggest gate in The Sims 4 is in the Vampire expansion pack, which I don't own, so I could not use it. So I decided to go with those, and it's fine. But here it's starting the big detailing moments. And oh my god, these took me all my entire fucking life. But it's really worth it as the final effect. You're going to see it. It's just gonna be a little part, I think, because it's I actually cut a lot of it out because I detailed with these beautiful marble stuff for like all my life. So, you know, and I'm cutting everything and it's very, very difficult. But you know, the final effect is amazing, so I'm actually very happy with that. Not mad at all, actually. Very, very happy. But you know, we are going to near the end of the speed build. This is the first part. Expect more parts, and every part is going to contain a different level of the castle. So expect one for the first floor, one for the second floor, the third floor, and the basement, and one for the detailing around. Every single part is going to have screenshots in the end, except this one. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments, leave a like, and expect a new part soon. And just thank you so much, and bye.